Hello, I'm Deanna Dikeman, and I'm saying hello to Rieti from Kansas City in the middle of the United States. I'm so pleased to be there with you at the Utopia Gallery. Thanks to Fabrizio and Antonella who arranged this. And I just want to tell you a little bit about me and the show that you have there on the walls in the gallery. I got started in photography, I think because of my father, and he gave me this little camera when I was a child, and he took pictures of the family on vacations and birthdays and Christmas. So I followed him around with this and I took my pictures. And as I got older, I had a corporate job, but I didn't like it, and I took a photography class. And I was so fascinated with photography that I just couldn't stop doing it. So I was busy taking pictures of all sorts of things, but this photo here is my childhood home. And in 1990, my parents sold my childhood home and moved to a home that you see in those photos for their retirement. And I was very upset because I didn't have very many photos of my home, even though I was a photographer. So I decided the most important thing I could do would be to take pictures of my parents and where they lived and the places that mattered to me. So I started taking photographs of my parents and their new home. And while I was there taking pictures of them, doing just their ordinary things like mowing the lawn or washing the dishes or cooking dinner, every time when I would visit them, it would get to the point where I would have to leave and say goodbye. And I was very sad because I lived quite a ways away. It took me 7 hours to drive to see my parents. So when we left, my parents would come out to the driveway to say goodbye, and they would wave, and off I would go. Well, one day I decided to take a picture, and I'll show it to you here in the book, even though you can see it. I took a picture of my mom, and my dad is right there in the background, and it was so colorful that it was just a snapshot. It didn't mean anything, but I just took it because they were so cute. And then I started taking pictures every day that I left, and I just took them again as a way to deal with the sadness, not to make a photography project. So I got going over the years, and about 17 years into the project, I realized I had all of these goodbyes, and I made a little book and I showed it to my family, mom and dad, and about a month after that, my dad passed away, and I had that very last photo that I would ever take of my dad, and it's right here. And then I started realizing that I could take pictures of mom just alone, so I started doing that as long as I visited her, and that was for about another 10 years. And then finally mom had to move to a home where she could get extra help, and she had an apartment. And then one day she passed away, and I went back to the house and I took the last picture of the empty driveway. And for the first time in my life, it was empty and there was no one there to say goodbye to me. So I share with you the photographs of my family and my parents and how much they meant to me and how much we loved each other. And what can I say? It's a beautiful memory for me, and I'm so happy to share it with you. And I hope you see all the love that I've poured into this project. Thank you.